everyone, welcome to Keto with Dino. This is called Keto Chili Soup. It's closer to soup since there's no beans, obviously. You call it what you like. I just have decided this is my staple for the last 70 days. I'm on day 70 now. And this has gotten me through. I can make 4 or 5 days meals right here. They're all low carb, very tasty. And I'm not craving anything. It makes it real easy. So, to start with, 8 ounces of ground beef, 80-20, and 8 ounces of spicy pork, or just ground pork if you prefer that. Pre-cooked weight. Fry them up. One trick I use here is I cook 2 pieces of bacon, set the bacon aside, and use the bacon grease in with my pork when I cook it. So it's even more little flavor kick. We're gonna add that. This 32 ounces of bone broth, beef. Very tasty stuff. Put the whole thing in. I'm going to accompany that with 32 ounces of water. And 1/4 of this garden tomato creamy soup, which I use in a lot of stuff. It's pretty high carb. Anything with tomatoes is fairly high carb. So 1 box of this gets me 4 meals, so that's 20 meals really. So 1/4 of this, I'll pour that in. And this is the kicker. Sometimes I use a small can. I'm gonna go ahead and use the big can. Rotel diced tomatoes with green chilies. Always write all my stuff here. And this can right here is 18 carbs. So this is gonna be close to 5 carbs. 4 to 5 carbs out of every meal. But again, you gotta flavor it up. And we've used this. So, half of a yellow onion. You can use regular white onion. You can use Spanish onion. I prefer yellow onion. Half diced. 1 green bell pepper, diced. And that's another 4 carbs, you know, so 1 carb per meal. 2 zucchinis, cut up into pieces about like that. The final bit of flavor, I believe, I use either 1/4 or half of these packs. I have a 1/4 of this taco seasoning mix left. And again, I always write everything in big Sharpie. So when I go to my yellow notepad and my Keto app, I can have them compare with each other, and I use the higher of the 2. As you can see, probably less than 1/4. I'm going to call it 1/4. And ran upon a deal where they 10 of these for $1. So my brother and I just bought them out. I'm going to use about half this pack. It's just Grill Mates tomato, garlic, and basil marinade. Just going to use about half. A little more. About half. Okay, a couple of zucchinis trying to get away. A bit of green peppers. So everything's here. I'm going to stir it, put it on a slow boil for anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. And I will show you the final product. And then I divide it out as equally as possible into 4 or 5 bowls. I start with a spoon with a strainer so I can get the big stuff, the good stuff. Divide it out into 4 or 5, see how it looks. And if I've cooked it down too much, obviously I'll just go with 4. If it's still substantial, I'll divide it out into 5, and then I'll divide the remaining juice into the 4 or 5. So I'll show you that here in a minute. It already smells great. And I'll also show you the math sheet with the fat, carbs, protein, and calories. And you can adjust as you see fit. I sure wish more vegetables were 2 carbs instead of 4, because that adds up too. But really what hurts is the tomato and the tomato. That's most of the carbs here. So back with you shortly with the finished product. Hello everyone, so this is what we have, and as you can see, very chunky. We could have added more juice, more water, and with this much material in there we could have easily made this 5 portions. I made it 4. I'll show you the macros here at the end of this clip. Also, I put in a tablespoon of sour cream when I'm ready to eat it. So microwave it. Then I put in a tablespoon of sour cream, stir it up. Then I put in a 1/4 cup of shredded cheese, stir it up, and that's my finished product. So, guys, give it a try. Let me know what you think. Bunching. Here's the macros.